Hi everybody, this is Lara at pureelliottwave.com. I am going to look at a new market with you today. I'm going to, from a member's request, look at DMG Blockchain Solutions Incorporated. I'm at a different beach now, so hopefully you'll be able to hear me better. A little ways away, I'm at a new beach where there's a beautiful long left-hand point break, and the peak is a little ways away, so it's a little bit quieter now. That's good. Okay, Elliott wave analysis. I'm going to have a go at an Elliott wave count and see if this has enough volume for decent Elliott wave structures. And then I have some technical analysis charts prepared as usual. Let's have a look. Okay, first of all, let's view this on a semi-log scale. This is a market which obviously has really strong exponential growth, so you can't view that on an arithmetic scale. I'm going to start my wave count down here, 15th of March 2020. And okay, let's try primary degree, and I think I want to label this 1 up here, and I want to see if that's going to subdivide as a 5 and then 2, and 2 looks like a zigzag. Actually, before I go any further, I've been having some trouble with motive wave. Let's see if this... Oh yeah, it is. Okay, great. So this is my weekly chart. Let's just move these away. Let's put some labels in on 1 and see if this subdivides as an impulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Could 4 be a triangle? I don't know. Wouldn't want to put 2 anywhere else. Okay. I think 3 is going to subdivide without any problems at all. Nope, I'd put this here. Okay, might have to put... This has to go here. And where's 2 going to go? Maybe here? No. Why is it not putting it where I want it? I think 1 has to go here and 2 has to go here. What's the low of this? 0.08, 0.08, 0.08. So let's put it down here. Why is it not putting it? That is bizarre. It won't snap it on the bottom there. Come on, motive wave. Why are you... Oh, that's bizarre. Okay, well... Let's put some labels in on 3. I don't think we're going to have trouble with this. This is a doji. We'll have 1 and 2 here. Then 3 and 4 here. Okay. And then the big question is going to be, is this bear market over for DMG blockchain? Nope. Let's put this up here. And put this down here. And this is now going to subdivide quite nicely. Well, I have to move the degree of labelling of all of this. Let's put this here. I might have to move the degree of labelling here all up 1 degree. This looks like a... Oh yeah, no, that could be a combination. Or a double zigzag, actually, more accurately. Because this looks like a double zigzag. Unless this is a zigzag and B ended here as some kind of combination. I don't know. Either way, it's over. That's obvious. So the question is intermediate C over? I think I want to put 1 here, 2 here, but then I would want to put 3 here, and I don't think that's going to work, and is 4, yeah, it's going to overlap. So, oh, Okay, so that conclusion is that 1 should be over here, and this should be 2, which means that it's got quite a long way down to go, and it's in a third wave of a C wave. That's pretty bearish. I don't know if that first wave is going to subdivide very well as an impulse either. Okay, I'm going to do a daily chart, and I'm going to do 2 things on that. Well, my purpose is 2 things: to check particularly the middle of this third wave within primary wave 1, and then to have a closer look at this piece of movement here. So basing it on that, yeah, you can save that, and here's my work. But now we're looking at a daily chart. Let's just go back and see why that second wave wouldn't snap in. I want to put this here. Why is that not snapping in? Oh, motive wave is having some problems. I want to put that there. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre behaviour, motive wave. Something to do with this data, maybe? I don't know. I want to see this second wave snap to one of these lows. Come on. Oh, why is it snapping on the high? That's bizarre. Oh, okay. It doesn't really matter too much. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1 here, 2 here. Oh, it's doing it again. How annoying. What on earth is your problem, motive wave? Put 4. No, put 3 here. This looks really thin, this market here. I don't know if this has got enough volume, to be honest, for Elliott wave structures. A lot of equities don't. Well, I think that's okay. I don't want to spend any more time on that. See, that's snapping on the bottom, not up here. That's bizarre. Weird behaviour. This A doesn't look very good at all. That B, no, that's not going to be a triangle. Oh, I don't know if that looks very good. Okay, so I don't think that is a double zigzag actually when we get down to the daily chart level. Well, what else is it going to be? That doesn't work either. It's so thin and gappy. I think this is an exercise in futility actually. I think we probably need to rely a lot more heavily on classic analysis, and the Elliott wave count just a very rough idea. So I think just the weekly chart, just a rough idea. Quick before I go there, let's just check that the first wave is an impulse. Does the third wave work without an overlap? Nope, it doesn't. So that's wrong. That can't be correct. Could put this here. Some kind of diagonal here, maybe. That's not going to fit. Oh no, I see. Okay, if we have an expanded flash in there, that's going to fit. But is the third wave going to be the shortest? Why don't you want to put that there? The third wave isn't going to work. If you put this here, no, there's an overlap there. Doesn't work. Okay, my conclusion is this particular equity or stock does not have enough volume for adequate Elliott wave analysis. So moving on to classic analysis, we can certainly use this for trying to figure out what's happening. Weekly chart first for DMG blockchain. ADX at the weekly chart level has been declining. It's at a really low level and the DX lines are whipsawing. Price is pretty obviously consolidating with resistance now about 75 and support about 50. Above that resistance just under $1.50, about $1.48 probably up along here. So far consolidating in this zone while volume is continuing lower, although upward weeks are showing some push from volume. On balance, volume is also tightly constrained within a fairly technically significant range. So if we get a break above resistance or below support from on balance volume here, that would be a good signal at the weekly chart level. At this all-time high, which is just under $5.50, there was strong single bearish divergence after RSI reached deeply overbought. Notice that RSI reaches overbought about here, where price was at under 25 cents, and yet price reached over $5.50 a multiple many times, while RSI goes further very deeply overbought. So just because RSI reaches into overbought for this market does not mean it has to end. I would wait for divergence between peaks between RSI and price before I would expect that a trend has ended. Not sure if it's going to work in the other direction. At the moment, RSI is neutral and ADX indicates no clear trend. Stochastics entering oversold, but it can remain oversold for a while. Tends to not remain overbought as long. So just because stochastics is entering oversold doesn't mean downward movement has to end. Right now, price is really close to support, which is about 50 cents. Volume is really weak and range is really weak. It's been declining. So we need to see a break above resistance or below support to have confidence in the direction for the next trend for DMG blockchain. Let's have a look at this movement here at the daily chart level. Some good candlestick patterns here. Here's a little bounce ending with a gravestone doji and a bearish engulfing candlestick, followed by some downward movement. This is actually a piercing pattern. I thought I'd noted that, but I don't know, my text has been deleted. And so we get some upward movement, and then we get a shooting star. This is a bearish engulfing pattern as well, actually. We get some downward movement, and then we get a huge bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. Upward movement, no bearish candlestick pattern at this high, and no bullish candlestick pattern at this low yet. Volume is pushing price lower, heading toward, well, we're at support at 50 cents, only slightly just a little bit above. How price behaves at this support area is going to start to give us a clue as to what may be happening for the short term. On balance, volume is also constrained in a narrow range. At the daily chart level, a downward trend is indicated. It's not yet extreme, and RSI is not oversold, so there is room for this downward trend to continue before conditions become extreme enough to suggest it could be over. So going back to the bigger picture at the weekly chart level, it looks like we may be about to get a break below support at 50 cents. I would want to see a full candlestick below that, maybe even use a 3-day away rule to have confidence in that breakout, depending on your risk appetite, of course. Stochastics oversold, but because this market's trending at this time frame, we use RSI, not stochastics, and ATR keeps declining as price is falling at both time frames, so there is weakness in this downward movement. I think for this particular market, best to just stick to classic technical analysis after having a look and trying to do an Elliott wave count. And really, that's the only way you're going to find out. Have a go. Does it work? Do the subdivisions fit? Do you see 5s in the main trend direction and 3s in the opposite direction? And do the impulses work with the third wave in the middle, meeting all Elliott wave rules? I can't get it to work for this market, so that would not be part of my investment strategy if I was choosing to invest in this, which I will not be because my broker does not offer it. But if I did, I would be waiting to see how price behaves at support. If we see a break below support, next support below, well, there's a little bit, about 25 cents, and below that, about 10 cents. So there's quite a long way for it to go. If we do get a break below support, I would be then wanting to see if ADX reaches extreme and RSI reaches oversold. if that happens, I'd go back and have a look at these lows back down here and see how did price behave at the daily chart level with RSI and ADX at these important lows and prior important lows. Really only looking at highs on this chart. Okay, that's it from me with an extra update for you. As I said, I think at the beginning of my last video, I'm going to make a new scheduled attempt to give you my time, which is I'm pretty much on New York time, an update for a new market on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday on the YouTube channel, and one of those I'll do a full write-up with charts on my website. So if you have a market you want me to look at, where's my list? It's pretty long, so I'm deleting this one. I've done this. VET is coming up next, and if I work through that at a rate of 3 a week, it's still going to take me a few weeks. So that's how long my list is. Sorry guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for your support, particularly all of my members. I really do appreciate every one of you, and everyone who's subscribed to the YouTube channel. Thank you, and I appreciate your engagement. Thank you very much. I actually find it really enjoyable. So next video on Saturday. Thanks for watching. Bye.